And my own New Year's resolutions in general, I've been working a lot on robots, but I haven't released anything yet. And this is for fun. This is not for the startup and the business side of things. This is just, I love robots. I love legged robots, and I love exploring the problem human robot interaction, both in research and as almost like philosophical art, in movement. There's something that robots make us feel. And I want to understand that. I want to explore it together with people by shooting a bunch of videos with robots, having robots hang out with me in Austin in public, walking around with them, inspire people. If people are scared, to sort of use that fragility to try to understand where's the fear and try to educate people grounded in that. So I definitely want to build a bunch of robots, uh, do a bunch of difficult interviews that are coming up. I do see myself as an idiot. I do see myself as somebody who, um, relative to how little I know, anything that I do know, even things I spent several years on, just feel so minuscule. So I think I just lead with humility in these conversations, which I think can get me in trouble. But I would like to err on the side of humility and love. But at the same time, there's going to be a lot of people that criticize me, often rightfully so, and I have to walk gracefully through that fire. Not let the ego flare up to where we start to be defensive and all those kinds of things. Instead, sort of calmly take the criticism, learn from it, grow from it. And I've already had a few in the space of coronavirus, a few difficult conversations, and I'll have several more. There's some other very difficult conversations coming up, some of them in Russian. So I've been also practicing Russian. If travel allows, I will take a trip to Russia for maybe 2 or 3 months. Take a journey of sorts to explore the language, the people, the struggles, the history, the future, the powerful and the brilliant, from the science and the technology world to the geopolitical world. And also Habib, he's definitely going to be on the podcast, but not until I wrestle him. By the way, I love wrestling, and there's going to be a bunch of wrestling videos coming out. I love Khabib. So I love the Dagestanis. Vaisar Saitiev is definitely somebody I want to talk to in Russian. One of the greatest wrestlers, if not the greatest wrestlers of all time. Alexander Karelin. So that's another part of my life that I just keep to the side. I just am inspired by sport. I'm a scientist first, but sport challenges the body. To me, science and philosophy challenges the mind, and I love doing both, and they both are a source of humility. I'm still at MIT. I will teach I will give a bunch of lectures there. I'll teach courses there in 2022. I really refuse to teach remotely. So I'll speak about this later. There's been a few challenges because of Omicron. So I may release a few lectures um, on video, but unfortunately, given how many people signed up to the MIT lectures, it's just an insane number of people. And MIT is very nervous about what's going to happen. They might be closing their doors. Harvard and Stanford is going remote. And given that situation, I think I would love to sort of hug people with open arms when I'm and meet them and not be so concerned about masks and all those kinds of things. I would love to give the lecture when we open back up fully. And publishing papers, I continue doing research at MIT. I have so many incredible colleagues there, so many friends, so many people that inspire me. I still love MIT. I still love Boston. Most of the time, I currently, though, spend in Austin. Um, like I said, challenge myself physically and mentally. We've been talking with David a lot. He's dealing with some injuries. I was dealing with some injuries, but we're getting close to 100%, and we're going to do something insane together physically. That was a precondition, I would say, for a podcast. I don't want to just talk to David Goggins on a podcast. You got to do something crazy together first, and then do a podcast. Survive or die trying. Uh, Try okay, let's see. Have fun like what I'm doing here. I did a podcast with Tim Dillon, the great, the powerful, one of the greatest living comedians, Tim Dillon. That's part of having fun. And doing this is part of having fun. If you guys have questions about the Tim Dillon conversation, I'm happy to answer. He's just he's so awesome, and he's yet another way I humble myself because he makes fun of me, and I deserve all of it. And like Elon said, try to be useful to others. I think I really don't care about personal career success, about any kind of quote unquote success, financial or otherwise. I think about how can I build stuff? How can I do things that help others? It's just one, it's just fun. And I think it also directs your mind in the proper direction. And in the end, love. Add a bit of love to the world. That's the help others. I'm a big fan of helping people move. I like lifting heavy things. But in the end, the way I want to help others is just by adding uh, love to their life in whatever way I can. All right. That's it for New Year's resolutions. I can say a lot more, but let me just answer a few questions.